what do you want to tell either anyone out there or specifically student pilots? What do you want to share with fellow student pilots? Let's keep it to student pilots.
Student pilots.
What'd you learn? Well, what are some aha moments? Or people thinking. People think maybe someone's watching this and they're thinking, you know what? I want to start training. Or you could maybe talk about, you've never trained in anything but a Cirrus, right?
Correct.
So you can't talk to that.
Right. I think that primarily everybody is going to have a different experience with training. And if you want to do it, definitely find that one lesson price, save up money and take the one lesson. See if it's something that you experience the same way that you think about it, because you don't really know what it's going to feel like. For me, I just decided, honestly, I've never flown a plane, never really had that goal, wanted something to do other than work, and I made the decision I'm going to start flying a plane. And I enjoy anything that I put my mind to, though. So if you're a person that's like, oh, am I going to be scared? Am I going to be, try it. And if you're a person that just wants to do it, you can definitely do that too. You don't have to be obsessed with flying and obsessed with becoming a pilot or wanting to become a commercial pilot or, know every single plane that's flying or what you're going to be flying. Like, that's part of what bothered me. Like, people were asking like, oh, well, what are you going to fly? I'm like, I don't effing know.
I'm going to fly my own airplane.
Well, no, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get in the plane. Like, just because I don't have the answers to, like, all the people. Because one day I went into work. I said, you guys, if I start, would you fly with me if I ever got my private pilot, or if I ever got my
to your
license?
Employees?
Yeah. Not one person said yes. Not one person said yes. And I told them, I think I want to start flying. And everybody's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And then 2 days later, I had my first lesson. And I came back and it said, well, you guys, I started flying a plane today.
Whoa.
And
I think it's foreign to most people, the idea that I just want to start flying and I go fly.
Yeah, it is. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I think that it prices a certain, carefree person from somebody who takes it seriously.
Right.
But in terms of that pricing for that first one to try it out, I don't think that it's impossible for people to save up and
give it a shot.
Yeah, I think that you don't have to know anything about flying in order to do it, because I literally knew nothing.
Right.
And I think the most intimidating thing was not knowing how to feel during it. It was intimidating, and that went away pretty quickly.
How long into our training could you honestly say that you showed up to the plane and the feeling that you had was that of, I'm excited to do this and I'm relaxed, I'm calm, rather than like I'm anxious? How long did that take?
Oh, maybe 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. The anxiety left immediately.
Okay.
Like the fear of it was quickly gone. After our first takeoff, actually during our takeoff, in a Cirrus, there is a buffeting as you exit the, I'd say right around caps, there's like a bumpiness that you're starting to
500
hit.
feet-ish or so.
Yeah. That you're starting to feel like what the air is like against the ground versus the air that's right above the ground.
Uh-huh.
And that terrified me the first time I felt it, because it felt almost like this plane was just going to explode. For somebody who's never been in a small plane, it just felt like, oh, this is a joke. Like, this is literally the floor's falling out. After that, when you were like, like fine still, and I was fine, I think I got over everything else.
Got it.
Of the first landing, yes, it was a little scary, but not the anxiety that the intimidation that I had before.
Right.
So after about, I'd say 10 to a half hour, I was fine.
Love it. So that's not a big deal. Like, if someone thinks they'll be scared of it, once they do it, they see it's nothing, it goes away quickly.
Yeah, but then there's different benchmarks. Like my first windy day, really pretty windy day over at Corona. It's right through a pass, and I was not used to 15-mile-an-hour gusts. And
We flew to Riverside.
past Riverside.
We flew to Riverside through over Corona there.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that first day of like heavier turbulence, now that turbulence wouldn't bother me at all.
Right.
But that first day I was like, oh, all right, okay, you can take it
Right.
for a bit. Thank you.
Right.
And I was okay with having you do that because it literally scared me. It was quite literally the entire plane moved. So there are those moments where you do become shocked or oversaturated, like I was over in Oxnard, that when they made me do a 360
Right.
and then
Right.
and it was a female, you know, and
The controller?
yeah, it was a controller.
Do they
and
scare
she
you,
was
the
like,
females?
no, but I mean, she was
They're
telling me
very-
to do backflips. I'm trying to impress her with all that I can do, and I'm like, "There's a mountain, do a 360, stay at this height."
Do all these tricks.
Yeah, it was like my fourth time, maybe I think in the airplane. And I was like, "Lady, you got to calm down."
But that's the thing, you know what? ATC they have no choice. They have to treat everyone. It's I don't know, is it guilty until proven innocent or innocent until proven guilty? But basically, the idea from an ATC standpoint, you're an experienced pilot until proven otherwise.
Right.
That's and it has to be that way because they don't have the time to figure out, hey, what number of flight is this for you?
Right.
How experienced are you? Are you able to accept blah, blah, blah? Because they figure if they tell you to do a 360 and maintain such and such, you'll do it. And if you can't, you'll let them know that you're unable.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, sure, no problem."
Yeah. And you did it. You did it.
Yeah, but I became oversaturated. So there are going to be those moments where it is challenging, and all of a sudden there will be a little more than what you can handle,
Right.
and that's exciting.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be a student instead of a teacher. And for years, I've been a teacher at work and just answering questions all day. And it is really, really refreshing to be a student asking questions and being okay with asking questions.
Right. Being okay with not knowing it all.
Yeah.
Incredible.